Good morning, all of you. So, I am Dr. P.V. Kishore from AIDS department. Today, I am going to explain about deep learning. So, some of the important concepts we are going to discuss in this lecture. So, we will see. So, in Unit 1, important topics. So, here, introduction to deep learning. In this, we are going to discuss about what is artificial intelligence, machine learning, deep learning. Second topic, artificial neural network. So what is meant by artificial neural networks? Types of artificial neural networks. What is the use of this? Next, core components of deep learning. Next topic is applications of deep learning. Next one, future of deep learning. So these are the topics we are going to discuss today. So first we want to know about basic fundamentals of artificial intelligence, machine learning and deep learning. Actually our subject is deep learning. In order to understand deep learning, so you have to know about machine learning and the AI. Everybody know that deep learning is a subset of machine learning as well as artificial intelligence also. Okay, so without knowing artificial intelligence and machine learning, so there is no meaning of deep learning. So that initially you have to know about artificial intelligence and the machine learning. So these three definitions so we have to know. So here we can see artificial intelligence, machine learning, deep learning. So in order to understand any topic, so we have to know what is that and where we have to use and how to use that particular application. So here we have to know about artificial intelligence. What is meant by artificial intelligence? Artificial intelligence is the ability of a machine to imitate intelligent human behavior. So you can say that artificial intelligence is a technology which is having the capability so to imitate the intelligent human behavior, so by using the algorithms which are inspired by the human brain. Okay, so like that those algorithms we have to use in artificial intelligence in order to complete the task. We can say that artificial intelligence is a technology which is having the capability so to imitate the intelligent human behavior. How means by using the algorithms. What kind of algorithms we are using here? Those algorithms are inspired by the human brain. Okay, so that type of algorithms we are using in artificial intelligence. So here machine learning. What is meant by machine learning? So machine learning allows a system to learn from data sets and improve performance automatically. So which means that machine learning is a technology which allows the system or the computer to learn. So so to learn from a data set, okay, something have to be learned from the data set. What purpose it has to be learned? So to improve the performance automatically. That means the machine having the capability to take the own decision to complete particular task or particular work, okay, which will helps machine learning. Okay, so here in simple way machine learning is a technology so which is having the capability to allow the system or the computer so to do the work automatically. How means so learn from data sets and improve the performance automatically. So by using the machine learning technology will help to the machines or the computers to do the works automatically, so by itself only. So that is the purpose of machine learning. Next we can see the deep learning. What is meant by deep learning? deep learning is an application of machine learning that uses complex algorithms. Here we can concentrate the complex algorithms and deep neural nets to train the model. So here basically which purpose we are using the deep learning. Deep learning is a technology, so which is this deep learning works with complex algorithms to solve the complex problems, or in another way you can say that in order to solve the complex problems, so by using the complex algorithms, so the deep learning so will be given the solution. Okay, so here so how to understand these three at a time: artificial intelligence and machine learning and the deep learning. Okay, so let us imagine, suppose the artificial intelligence is a technology. Suppose we are using artificial intelligence technology only. Okay, so this artificial intelligence technology, so how it will do or what it will do, we will see. We'll take an example. So suppose any one person, okay, enter into the class. Suppose so that person asking to the faculty, so may I come in? Okay, so if you installed only artificial intelligence, so this artificial intelligence, okay, if you installed in a robot or a machine, okay, here the task is, so how the robot or the machine can able to so recognized, okay, recognize the object or that particular person. Okay, so here the task is whenever the student enter into the class. Okay, so if the artificial intelligence added into the machine, so then so automatically that robot or the machine can able to identify the outer line of the object. So it could be recognized one object entered. Okay, it doesn't understand so whether it is actual object or the entity is okay, either so boy or the girl or any animal. Okay, you could not recognized. Okay, if you have only artificial intelligence, artificial intelligence having the capability so to identify the outer line, just so outer line means only object or so obstacle so has been occurred or so enter into the class. So machine learning, suppose whenever artificial intelligence and machine learning, so if you install in a machine or the robot, so then that robot having the capability, so initially artificial intelligence will give the outer line. Okay, so what the machine learning will do, the machine learning is a technology so will allows the system or the machine so to work with data set. Okay, with the help of machine learning, so it can be works with the parts of the object, okay, the machine learning so will gives the so result as a what the exact object is. Okay, whatever be the object, this artificial intelligence identifies the outer line. So this machine learning so identifies the so whatever be the object is. Okay, so here the object is okay, boy. So by observing the parts, of the image, this machine learning so could tell the so what the image is. Okay, so by having this artificial intelligence and the so machine learning put together, so will gives the so whatever by the entity of that particular image. Okay, so what the image is, so here boy enters, so automatically the machine learning will help us so to recognize that image, that what is that image, is a so boy. Okay, so the boy are isn't it enter into the class. Okay, so what for you require deep learning, suppose you want to analyze the features of that particular boy. Suppose the machine wants to so describe so whether so handsome boy enter into the class or beautiful girl enter into the class, so how is looking, so you want to concentrate on some features of that particular object. So for that purpose requires the deep learning. Deep learning will helps to analyze the features of the object. Okay, so here you can so clearly understand that artificial will give the result to identify the outer line of the object. So machine learning will gives so what is the object is. Okay, in entire world whatever be the entity is nothing but so object or real world object. So what we are seeing so physically with your eyes or so by observing your eyes, so that you can call it as an entity, or you can say that living or non-living thing in entire world physically if you see that, that is called the entity. Okay, so any entity can be recognized or identified so by the machine learning. So deep learning helps to analyze the features of that particular image or entity. Understood? So to analyze in deeper way, so definitely it requires the deep learning. This deep learning so working with the complex algorithms to solve the complex problems. This is about artificial intelligence, machine learning and the deep learning. You can get some brief idea on this. So then next we will go to what are artificial neural networks. Okay, so basically so we are concentrating on this what are artificial neural networks. So here you can see this so what is the artificial neural networks. So here simulate human brains information processing. That means suppose you want to simulate the human brain. Okay, simulation of the human brain. So that means replica. Okay, same as it is. What the functions are so going on. So in a human brain, that same you want to simulate how the brain is working. Simply you can say that that same simulation so we have to be done with the help of artificial neural networks. Okay, so what is artificial artificial means man-made, or you can say natural. So natural means apple, so mango, or whatever be the natural fruits. You can eat natural fruits directly. Okay, what is artificial? You can say that chocolates, biscuits, these are artificial, man-made. Okay, those are the artificial. Here also we are taking artificial neural network. Okay, in our brain having the neural networks. Okay, so that is the physical or biological neurons. So here we are going to design the artificial neural networks. Okay, so what for we are using artificial neural networks? We want to simulate the human brain. For that purpose we have to use the artificial neural networks. Okay, you want to see the structure. Okay, if you see the biological neuron structure in our brain, similarly, so here we have been constructed the artificial neural network means having the interconnection. So here so artificial neural network consisting of input layer, hidden layer, output layer. Okay, so here three layers are there. So input layer, hidden layer and the output layer. Okay, the purposes are different. Input layer so captures the image, and hidden layers okay so do the processing. Output layer will produce the output. So what the output we are expecting, that output will be generated or developed by the output layer. So here so what purpose we have to use this? Learn patterns and make predictions from data. So here so how the brain will think and use the data and prediction from the data. So this network also okay so work with the same pattern. So learn patterns and make predictions from data. Okay, So that is called the artificial neural networks. So you want to understand in better way, you can see artificial neural networks. What are these artificial neural networks? Artificial neural networks are computer systems. You can say that. So these ANNs are the computer systems. Okay, these computer systems are to be designed for what purpose? To mimic how the human brain processes information. Okay, how the human being or intelligent human, okay, brain processing their information inside. Okay, that entire thing so will be done so by using the artificial neural networks. Okay, at least you have to keep it in mind what is or what are artificial neural networks. Artificial neural networks are computer systems. Okay, these computer systems are to be designed. So we want to design. What purpose you want to design? Suppose you want to mimic or imitate. So imitate how the human brain processes information. Okay, so that will be done by the ANN. So here also, if you keep artificial neural networks in a machine or the machine or the computer having the capability, so to so how the human can think and process the data and complete the work by taking its own decision. The machine can also be done same, so by using the artificial neural networks, which means that the artificial neural networks will provide the capabilities of the machine to do the work automatically or by doing the process and take the own decision to complete the work. See, just like the brain uses neurons to process data and make decisions. So here how, so just like human brain uses neurons, so how the human brain so uses the neurons to process data to make the decision. Suppose the human so wants to take the decision means so the human wants to think. Okay, so thinking nothing but okay, so uses neurons to process. Okay, whatever be the neurons consisting of the data, so by using the data, so the brain thinking nothing but the process. Okay, so if the brain thinking, so it will be generated the output or the solution. Okay, so that is called the decisions, make decisions. Okay, so ANNs, artificial neural networks, use artificial neurons to analyze data. So here in the same way, so how the brain will think, so artificial neural network also will think how artificial neurons, we have to create the artificial neurons. Which purpose? To analyze the data, first thing. Next one, identify patterns. Identify patterns means so by analyze the data, so the machine wants to take the decision. Okay, in that automatically generated so many patterns are the okay solutions. So out of all, which one is the best, that only can be taken. So identify patterns, that means what are the different solutions out of that. So we can take that mission has to be taken singular, which is the best one, and make predictions. Okay, so how the human can also predict. Okay, so from the past data. Okay, so the machine can also be so do the predictions with the help of artificial neural networks. Suppose maybe so weather prediction, so weather forecasting. Okay, for seeing the winter season or the summer season, so most probably in so winter season or the rainy season. Okay, so you can predict so rainy season, rain is coming, or you can say that so in stock market, okay, how the prices are so moving are up and down. Okay, so by having the so past data you can predict. Okay, so here prediction also be possible, so by using the artificial neural networks. Okay, so here these networks consists of layers of interconnected neurons. Okay, in an artificial neural network having a neurons, these neurons are interconnected. Already we have seen, so that is the input layer, output layer, and the hidden layer. You can observe the connections, arrow marks. Arrow marks are nothing but the connection, interconnection. Each and every neuron, so connected to all neurons. So connected to, okay, so all neurons interconnected. Okay, so here these networks consist of a layers of interconnected neurons that work together to solve complex problems. What purpose these neurons are interconnected? These interconnected neurons helps so to solve the complex problems. Okay, so that's why these neurons are interconnected. You can see next one is the types of artificial neural networks. Okay, so here we are having different types of neural networks. Okay, what purpose we require depending upon the application, so you have to choose right artificial neural network. Okay, isn't it? So by analyzing all types of artificial neural networks, then only you can able to understand for okay what kind of application, so okay, so which type of neural network will be suitable. Okay, isn't it? At the last only you can able to understand initially. So just you are going to study about the different types of neural networks, but actually what you required, so why we required these many number of different type of artificial neural networks. Types means the main the motto or importance, so behind this is okay, depending upon the application. That means what kind of application you have to develop. Okay, depending upon the application you have to choose so suitable artificial neural networks. That means so in order to get the better performance. So first of all, so you can see the so types of artificial neural networks. Okay, so here feed forward neural networks, convolutional neural networks, recurrent neural networks, modular neural networks. You can short form FNN, CNN, RNN, MNN. Okay, so these are we are using. So in generally FNN, so that means feed forward neural networks. So general purpose we are using. So convolutional neural networks we are using. So for object detection or the object recognition, and so recurrent neural networks, so for predictions, some other applications we are using modular neural networks. So MNN we are using the advanced applications. Okay, so here you can see the structure of so this artificial neural network. You can see that. Okay, so input 1 2 3 4. So here how many number of okay neurons are there in input layer? Input layer having so 4 input neurons. Okay, so in hidden layer we have the so 2 hidden layers. In the 2 hidden layers having the neurons, and output layer, so we are having the so one output neuron, isn't it? So here these all neurons are interconnected. You can see the lines, these are the interconnected. You can say in the center part is the hidden layer. Okay, so hidden layers, here are 3 hidden layers. It is not compulsory to take 1 2 3 like that. Okay, depending upon the complexity of the problem, so you have to increase the so number of the hidden layers. Okay, understand? So here feed forward, so the center one is the hidden layer. So what is the back propagation? It is very simple. Back propagation is the process to calculate the weights of the neurons, so each neuron consisting of the weight. Generally weights so will be vary from 0 to 1. Okay, so when 0 means the layer doesn't occupy any image, okay, it can be taken as a 0. Okay, so the neuron occupied so with the total image. Okay, that neuron value is 1. So partially occupied means the value between, so 0 to 1. Okay, so the values of the neurons, okay, so in between 0 to 1, not more than 1 or not less than 1. Okay, the weights of the neurons always, okay, so in between 0 to 1 only. The weights of the neurons called the gradients. Understand? The entire deep learning you have to be understand back propagation is nothing but back propagation is the process to calculate the weights of the neurons or to calculate the gradients. Okay, so gradients, so that is called the back propagation. It is very important to calculate the exact weights. If the network or artificial neural network does not capable to calculate the exact weights automatically, so the output also will be vary. So that is the waste. Okay, so whatever be the expected or the output to be generated means, so the back propagation plays a important role or the vital role, so that the heart of the artificial neural network is back propagation. Okay, you must know the back propagation. So here applications of artificial neural networks. So what are the applications? You can see earlier days are 20 years 30 years back, so when the internet came up, so initially they developed the so websites, okay, in order to so develop so their e-business, okay, electronic business, so they are using the websites, okay, later on, so nowadays are 10 years back, so 5 years back the apps, okay, websites are converted into apps. Okay, nowadays these apps, okay, so nowadays for each application we are developing the so one app for up one application we developed so one website earlier. Okay, nowadays you want to do the multiple, okay, so multiple applications, you want to generate the models, we are calling the models. So earlier instead of websites we are calling the apps are being generated. So nowadays these entire apps are going to be converted into models. Okay, so here these applications of ANN, artificial neural networks applications, okay, earlier, so how the, okay, internet so plays are using, or you can say that okay, so 30 or the 40 years back, so what is the role of computer? Okay, so very rare only. So nowadays even if you see, so any office, any shop, or even in a kirana shop also they are maintaining the computer. Understand? So you can understand, okay, so what the importance of computer. Okay, in the same way, so these applications of artificial neural networks are used in each and every domain, that is social media, healthcare, finance, so personal assistance, marketing, retail, but not in each and every domain. So these artificial neural networks are going to be implemented or using. Understand? So here just briefly you can see the so core components of deep learning, isn't it? So here what are the main core components? So neurons, already you know that, so the brain consisting of the neurons, here artificial so network also consisting of the neurons, artificial neurons. These artificial neurons consisting the data, okay, so carries the data, isn't it? These models process the data and do the predictions or the patterns. So by using the patterns it can be decide the decision or the result. So here the basic component unit. So you are, if you see the artificial neural network, what is the basic component? So neurons. Basic component is neurons. You have to know about the neurons. Okay, next layers. Okay, so in artificial neural networks how many layers are there? 3 layers already we have discussed: input layer, hidden layer, output layers. Understand? Activation function in artificial neural networks, So we are using different activation functions. So these activation functions, what is the job or what is the role of activation function? So these activation functions can be generated or so develop the output. Activation functions will be generated the output, so with the working of or by using the so loss function. So you can automatically the next one will be followed. These are interlinked, these are all are interlinked only. Okay, so one after another only will be working. Activation function will generate the output. Okay, so how it must be utilize the loss function. Okay, so what is the loss function? Measures the error or the, okay, what is the measure the error? Okay, what is the error? So error is nothing but the difference between the input and the output is called the error, that loss function. So if loss function generate the error, so automatically the errors are to be minimized. Okay, for that we are using the, okay, so different optimization techniques here, so they did not mention. Okay, we are using the loss function. Okay, what is loss function? What the loss function will do? Measures the error. So here activation functions, these are the ReLU and sigmoid and the tan H. So ReLU is nothing but the rectified linear unit sigmoid. So these are the activation functions. So in generally we are using the ReLU rectified linear unit is a activation function is used for general purpose. So next, back propagation. Okay, what is meant by back propagation? Optimization technique to update weights. To update weights. So for every process, the weights to be updated in order to generate or okay, get the accurate or the original output. Okay, isn't it? So for that purpose, so for every process, so the weights are to be updated. Okay, understand? So that we can call it the optimization technique. Back propagation. Okay, nothing but here we are using the optimization technique. In why we are using? To update weights. So here we are using the optimizers like SGD, ADAM faster convergence. So these are the optimization techniques. Okay, once again you can see what are the important so components in artificial neural networks. Okay, so these six you have to know, you must understand. Neurons, layers, activation function, loss function, back propagation, and the optimizers are the optimization techniques. So here applications of deep learning. So what are the applications of so deep learning? So you can see computer vision. So face detection, self-driving cars. So computer vision problem means so how the human can able to see. Suppose so we are the humans. How we are seeing the world with the help of eyes. Okay. So whatever be the eyes are doing. That same things are same problems, you can be considered the so computer vision problems. Okay, so you can take for a small examples, face detection. So we are seeing okay, so face detection means you want to recognize your friend face or isn't it? So your parents face or something. That means if properly the brain is working, then only that person can able to so recall or recognized. Okay, suppose if you say, so if you see the, okay, so that means so not working properly, that means brain not working properly, isn't it? Mentally disabled persons, so those persons could not able to recognize dance, so for not having the fast recognition. Understood? Okay, so that also very important. So here computer vision means so how the human can able to see the world. Okay, in the same way robot or the machine can able to watch the okay world. So here self-driving cars, nowadays we are seeing so Tesla cars. So Tesla cars you can imagine So like a Tesla car is a machine, so that can able to drive itself. Okay, so how? So by using this artificial intelligence, by using this technology. Okay, so we are developing the self-driving cars. In future, so we can't predict what kind of applications will come also. It's a mind-blowing application, so we are going to develop. Understood? So next, natural language processing. Understand? So NLP. So NLP. So earlier the machine or the computer can able to understand a machine language, okay, or the binary language only. So by providing NLP, so natural language processing, so the computers or the machines also can able to understand, can able to interact with the native language. Okay, isn't it? So that barrier has been removed. Okay, earlier days the machines or the computers can able to understand machine language only. So but nowadays the machines or the computer can able to understand so native languages also, all language, whatever be the languages in the world, so all languages can able to understand so these computers. How means by providing NLP, this technology. So NLP, if we install in NLP, the machines or the computers can able to interact with the native language. Health. Okay, so other applications, healthcare. So this healthcare disease diagnosis from scans. Okay. So by using these applications, nowadays the doctors only can able to so diagnosis are so some of the equipments also came. So in future applications we are developing the applications in healthcare. All kind of diseases you can able to so identify or the diagnosis with the help of okay, so deep learning applications. Finance, so fraud detection, stock prediction. So you can easily done by using this. Okay, so deep learning applications, gaming, AI players, so AlphaGo. So nowadays we are seeing even for you are playing chess game, so the computer also can be played with you. Okay, so those type of AI players. So these are the applications of so deep learning. This is brief about the so deep learning. Okay, so here we have seen so what is AI, ML, what is meant by so artificial neural networks, type of artificial neural networks, core components we have seen, applications of deep learning we have seen the so future of deep learning. Future of deep learning means in every application. Okay, so this deep learning, without deep learning and machine learning we can't able to develop even a single application also. Okay, so with the help of this machine learning and deep learning, so each and every application we are going to explain. So thank you for listening. Thank you.